whim of the weather and altering the appearance of the stone in an instant. This same stone had been used to create a low wall sheltering the tiny front garden, and Daisy heard a shout as she reached the front door. She waved at the woman who had appeared from her own house 2 doors down and turned to meet her neighbour on the lane alongside their homes.
"Hello, Daisy. I didn't expect to catch you until later. I thought you'd still be at work."
Connie Wells sounded cheerful as ever, proffering a parcel to Daisy with one hand and clutching a smart navy handbag in the other.
"There you go. Amazon were here this morning, and this wouldn't fit through the letterbox. I was on my way out when I spotted you."
Connie had lived in the village for many years, knew everyone and liked most of them, and Daisy had always valued her friendship and unwavering support. "Thanks, Connie. It's for Josh, as usual." Daisy tucked the box underneath her arm, her laptop bag in the same hand. "They're supposed to leave deliveries in the porch if we're not in, but I keep forgetting to leave it unlocked. And I should be at work, really, but it's too nice and it's Friday after all."
"Don't blame you. No point being your own boss if you can't escape now and again."
Connie smoothed her neat grey bob with a small hand.
"Speaking of Josh, ask him to call in, will you please, when he's got 5 minutes? My new iPad is still getting the better of me, loath as I am to admit it, and I could do with a quick tutorial from someone who knows what he's doing."
Connie had resisted all attempts to give up her home and moved to her daughter's house in Suffolk, telling people she had everything but the family here, and what was FaceTime for, if not trying to pin down busy grandchildren who wouldn't have time to see her even if she lived in the same house. "I could do that for you if you like," Daisy said. "I'm not sure how much Josh will be around. He's not home until tomorrow, and then he's off again on Monday."
"I can wait. You know I like to see him, and this is as good an excuse as any. How are you both liking being back at your mum and dad's? Josh told me the other day he'd set up that old drum kit again in his attic."
"It's kind of strange and also really lovely." Daisy was still getting used to living in her parents' house again after years in town with Josh. It was good of them to put us up after our house sold so quickly.
"No sign of them coming home from Canada yet, then?"
"No, I don't think they'll be back until the autumn, after Lucy's had the baby. Now they've both retired, they want some time with her and the family first." Connie's lift had arrived, and she opened the door of the car to get in.
"They'll enjoy that, no doubt. Pass on my love, won't you, when you speak to them? Doesn't seem 5 minutes since you girls were tiny, and now your sister's about to be a mum too."
Daisy said she would, and promised to ask Josh to call round to Connie's as soon as he could. They said goodbye, and Daisy began to make her way back to the house, her attention straying to a family some way off, strolling towards the village. A young woman was wheeling an empty pushchair, holding the hand of a small boy, whilst the man alongside her had a younger girl perched on his shoulders, giggling as she waved a stuffed toy in his face. Daisy guessed from their steady pace and the way they seemed to be admiring their surroundings that they were visitors to the village. Her phone buzzed with a notification, and she paused as she pulled it from her bag. Her friend Nina's image popped up, radiating vitality even through the small profile picture alongside a typically brief message asking Daisy to join her at home this evening for Japanese food after a session at the gym. Daisy, who never went near a gym, replied at once, accepting Nina's offer. She knew she would not be expected to arrive much before 7 and could sew until then. Putting her phone back in her bag, she saw a cyclist coming up behind the family who were nearing her house now. The bike was moving at speed as he pushed on, standing on the pedals. Without warning, the little girl on her father's shoulders squealed and flung her toy away, where it landed soundlessly in the middle of the road. In a second, the young boy had let go of his mother's hand and raced after it. Daisy saw it all as though it were occurring in slow motion. She heard the woman scream, and she shoved the pushchair aside to go after him, saw the father lurch sideways, trying not to unbalance the girl on his shoulders. She began to run.